My name's Kev Cunningham. I've lived with an ileostomy for 16 years and I'm from a town called Nuneaton. When I first had my stoma, I didn't want to be here. It was quite evident that I was struggling. Before, you're having to deal with running to the toilet constantly, going out, having to know where the toilets are, trying to go out with family, not being able to because, you don't feel very well. I struggled when I first had my stoma, struggled to look at myself, struggled to really understand who I was, what I was looking back at. I found it really difficult. No one will be able to advise what it's like to have a piece of your internal organs sticking out on the outside of you. And when you come round from surgery and you look down, there is the realization of what you now have to deal with. And, when I'm in bed lying next to my wife and the bags come off and she's covered in waste as well as myself, there can be no kind of words that can describe that. That was humiliating for me, embarrassing, and it's at that point you think, what's the point? In my head, I built a picture up where I made negatives for everything I thought about. I think, once I started to understand that, started to really kind of take the information, take the support that was around me, I was able to then think how I could control these internal thoughts that were going on. I started to get into running, started to go out running and clear my mind and just have them thoughts to myself and overcome them. And, I now look back at 2023 when I ran the London Marathon and the resilience that it took to run that. I knew that nobody was going to stop me doing that. We all have them tough days. And for me, it's thinking about the great journey that I've been on. The resilience that I've built up, the pushing of myself is what's made me who I am today. Any advice for anybody is that this will never stop you doing what you want to do. As I've learned to kind of love my stoma and, I've really embraced what having a stoma is about, it's allowed me to kind of clear my head, get rid of them thoughts. For me to stand in front of the mirror knowing that at one point, I didn't want to be here and genuinely couldn't see any other way out, to fulfilling what I believe is, a great life where, I've got a great family, I've got my children, my wife, they are the things that are driving me forward to be who I am today.